Oh my gosh, this is actually happening. Today is episode number 1 of Pursue Your Potential with me, Dr. Jenna. I'm really excited to be here, and I'm really honored that you are taking the time to listen today. Today I want to give you an introduction of my why I'm here, and just let you know a little bit about what to expect if you decide to be a listener of Pursue Your Potential with me. So first of all, pursuing your potential is not about pursuing perfection, and you'll have to trust me on this. I did that for many years. I was pursuing perfection in all areas of my life and fell short. And also, when doing that, when you pursue perfection and you fall short, you tend to give up easily because you're not hitting the target. And so pursuing perfection and pursuing your potential are two totally different things, and we'll cover more on that later. But I am here because I have this really, really big voice inside of me telling me to speak. And there's a story behind that. And I'll give you the brief story. I was at a meditation retreat, and I went there with one goal. And one goal was to become more focused. I wanted to have one thing that I should focus on because the old me had a million things to focus on. And so I went to this meditation retreat without any expectations. It was the first time I had ever been to an event like this, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that I would be happy if I left with figuring out what that one thing was for me to be doing, because I had my hands and my energy and my focus on several different things at once, and I really didn't know where to spend my energy. And so by the end of the first day, it came to me, and it was so clear. And that clarity was for me to speak. And first it was I need to speak up, and then it became even more clear that I need to speak. I like speaking. I like speaking on stage. I've done many health talks, and I've spoken in front of 1,000 people one time at my alma mater, showing people how I went from school to practice and how I built the practice of my dreams. So I like speaking, but I find myself, the old me, really didn't like to speak up. I like to avoid confrontation. I didn't like to really talk about things that were on my mind because I felt like nobody would understand me. And I think there might have even been some childhood patterns of when I was younger, being, with 5 brothers and sisters, and we all had to fight for attention. And so I feel like maybe some of the lack of wanting to speak up came from a young age. But that voice inside of me at this meditation retreat really, really sparked something. And it said, you need to speak up, you need to speak up, you need to speak up. And then it was just this like beating drum, speak, 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 speak. And so that was October of last year. Now it's July, and here I am. I am speaking because I do have a lot of things to say. Basically, I have a million thoughts in my head every single day. These thoughts just come to me, and there's a never-ending source of chitter-chatter that's going on in my head. And so I wanted to take this platform of podcasting and webcasting to be able to share my thoughts with the world, because I really do think the things that are in my head can benefit others. And I got to a place in my life where I was really stuck and doing the same thing over and over in my practice. And I was just stuck, and I knew that there was something more that I was supposed to be doing. And I'm sharing this with you because hopefully you're at a place too, or maybe you're at a place too where you're stuck and you feel this tug to be doing something else. And so I hope my journey helps you in deciding what more you should be doing. But nonetheless, feeling stuck and knowing that I was meant for more, knowing that I wanted to speak, and knowing that I needed to grow personally and professionally to be on this platform, to have something to share. I'm at a place now in my life that I really am desiring growth and expansion, especially after my most recent downsizing of my practice. And if I haven't told you yet, if you're listening and you don't know who I am a chiropractor by day, and an entrepreneur by heart, a speaker by heart, a entrepreneur, businesswoman. Really, I'm your soul sister. I want to share my message. And so this message I kept being exposed to, that the more you contribute to the world, the more personal growth and professional growth that you will receive right back. And so my desire to speak and contribute to the world and share my journey and my aches and my pains, my growing pains, and some of the wonderful lessons that I've learned along the way is my way of sharing with you so that I can also grow and expand. So this desire to speak, I don't know where it came from, but it was definitely there. It's been dormant for a long time. The first time when I spoke in front of 1,000 people, my heart was pounding. And the more clarity I get on that was because that was my, growth comes from when you get outside of your comfort zone. And so speaking on that stage was definitely a heart-pounding moment that I knew I was getting outside of my comfort zone, and it was exhilarating. It was an exhilarating experience to be speaking a message that I knew could benefit other people. And for years, so at the chiropractic college, I shared my message and to the whole student body. And in that student body, it takes about 3.5 years to graduate. And so over those last 3.5 years, from the day that I spoke, I still had people coming up to me that said, "You spoke at the assembly, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes, you remember." And people were like, you were so inspiring. And people would even remember a certain quote that I said that day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have mentors that I follow on stage that are that inspiring to me. So if I can be an inspiration to others, then here I am. I'm doing it. I'm getting outside of my comfort zone. It was really scary today to press play on the recorder and go, this is my first podcast episode, but I knew I had to do it anyways. So what Pursue Your Potential will be for the next 30 days is me, 30 days in a row, sharing my journey, some of the bigger lessons that I've learned, some of the pains that I've experienced, the struggles, and my intention in sharing all of those messages with you is for you to find how it applies to your life and how you can turn my journey into a lesson for you to take on your journey. So really quick, tomorrow I'm going to talk more about my journey, but I have a past, and I had a really difficult 2-year period of time that I really, really struggled, and I didn't have anyone there with me to guide and direct me and show me which way to go. I was all by myself, and I learned some really wonderful lessons, but yes, it took me 2 years to hit rock bottom and then to be where I am today, where I can finally share my message with you. It took 2 full years And so I hope that if there's anyone listening that's hitting rock bottom, that what I share with you might speed up that journey for you and might give you some golden nuggets, as we said in chiropractic school, with golden nuggets to inspire you and motivate you and open your eyes to maybe a new way of thinking, a new piece of the puzzle that can propel you forward so that you don't have to struggle for longer than necessary. And I look back at that time and I don't think any of it was a mistake, and I don't think any of it was unnecessary. Like, my journey and even the bad parts was perfect because I learned so much and I'm here today, and I took away a lot of valuable lessons. But I do hope that what I share will also help you find those valuable lessons that you're also supposed to be taking away from your journey. So I have this vision of helping the world. And one of my favorite mentors, Dr. John Demartini, he was in The Secret and beyond. He's a fabulous worldwide speaker. He was also a chiropractor, but now he spends his time just reading, writing, researching, and speaking across the world. And he shared that you can, if you have the desire to help your family, your vision must exceed helping your family. Your vision must look like you're wanting to help your community. And if you have a vision to a desire to help your community, you must have a vision that reaches beyond helping your state. And if you have a desire to help your state, then your vision must expand past your country. And if you have the desire to help your country, then your desire must reach beyond your world. And so ever since I was little, I've wanted to impact the world. And I know that is a really big feat. But I'm going to go after it anyways. Time's going to go by anyways. So I'm going to put my vision on a global impact. And I know that with the power of podcasting and webcasting, that there is a potential to reach the world and reach the masses. And I say this because I don't think that I can have that vision of reaching the world if I'm sharing mediocre information. And so it really truly is my intention to share valuable information with you every single day that I share a podcast or webcast with you. I'm not a fan of small talk. I really, really crave deep connections and deep conversations. It's been something that has been ingrained in me for a long time, and it's something that I pursue personally, is those deep, meaningful conversations. And so although this is a one-sided conversation today, it is my intention that after my first 30 days of sharing my content with you, is that I will also get some fans in return that want to join in with me, and where I can talk to you one-on-one to help you overcome a journey or an obstacle that you're struggling with, or maybe find a valuable lesson in the journey that you're on. And so please keep that in mind as you listen and you are interacting with me, that I don't want this to just be a one-sided conversation. I would love to get real people on the other line so that we can share, and hopefully your message will also then inspire others. So maybe some like coaching or counseling that we can do one-on-one, that maybe my life lessons I can then share directly with you. So keep that in mind, that I would love to have guests. So you can email me at Dr. Jenna, that's DRJENNA, at pathofpursuing.com. Path of Pursuing. So you'll have that in the show notes, my email address. I would love to connect with you. So this vision of helping the world, I know, is a big feat, but in my community where I have my chiropractic practice, I have had the ability to meet thousands of people. And in that, you learn a lot of information from helping patients. I would say that I've probably been more helped by my patients than I have helped them, because they help me grow and expand and learn, and I learn wonderful things from their lives, and I learn wonderful things from their stories, and I also learn wonderful things from things that they never even talk about. And so what I think the biggest lesson that I've taken away from practice is that we all need help. We all need help and direction and inspiration, and maybe someone to open our eyes to a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things. We all need help. People, we need help. And so that's why I'm here with the path of pursuing, the Pursue Your Potential podcast, is because I see the big picture. I see how everything fits together. So when we are trying to become healthier, we also need to work on our habits. We need to also work on becoming happier. We need to make sure that our finances are in order. We need to make sure that our relationships at home are healthy for us to be healthy. We need to heal our soul. So that's where I come in, is that I see the big picture, and pursuing your potential is about making small changes and small shifts in not just one area of your life, but all areas of your life, because they're all interconnected and they all play vital roles in working together to make your full self, to make your whole self. And so it's those pieces of the puzzle that I will be sharing valuable information. I want to be the guiding light to help you reach your potential, and that is in all areas of life. So I hope that's exciting for you. I hope that this will be a podcast that you can listen to every day. I will tell you, I probably won't include very much fluff. Again, I like to have a purpose behind everything that I do. And so this podcast will hopefully be full of valuable content that you can take with you and start transforming your life. And I will tell you that transformation doesn't happen overnight. And so that's another goal of mine, is to be with you daily so that you can take this information and each day be reminded of the new things that you can open your eyes to become that person that you want to be. Because I really believe that our dreams are right around the corner from getting out of our own way and doing something truly scary, inspiring, doing something that we are meant to be doing, and maybe letting go of old things that have been holding us down. So I hope that is what you came here for. And if not, stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about my journey more specifically and how that relates to you and your journey. So we are either pursuing our potential or we're not. We're either pursuing our potential or we're retreating. And I spent many years retreating, and I would not wish that upon you. And so follow me, and we are going to pursue our potential together. So stay tuned. We'll have more information and valuable content tomorrow. Have a great day.